Why? Why am I doing this video? Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Actually, it was because I saw this man feeding a bear a piano, and then I said to myself, Stacy, you have to make a video about this where you answer stupid questions like why. Did you know that crocodiles and alligators are extremely fast on land, but they're not very agile, so if you run in like zigzag lines, you can always outrun them. This is serious business. If Michael Jackson were alive and he sneezed, would his nose fall off? Well, if he came back to life, that would mean that he would be a zombie. And if he was a zombie, that means that he'd be decomposing. If he was decomposing, it means his flesh was coming off. If his flesh was coming off and he was in his casket, he was breathing in his corpse dust, then if he did sneeze and he had a working immune system, he'd probably blow his rotting nose skin off. If you were a hot dog and starving, would you eat yourself? Of course I would. I would eat my whole self because I would be a hot dog and I wouldn't have nerves just send pain to my brain because I don't have a brain because I'm a hot dog. If I don't have any brains, it means I'm not alive, so therefore I can't eat. So I would be a not alive, hungry hot dog. This is serious business. If the moon were made of barbecued ribs, would you eat it? Of course not. Barbecue's disgusting. It's made of ketchup and sugar's aborted babies. Plus the moon makes tides and stuff so I can wash my clothes. Oh wait, it's not that kind of tide? Fuck. How much do you care about me? A lot.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
Love's that feeling you get when you decide that spending eternity with the same person is worth your time, and that you would enjoy waking up to the same face every day of your life, your one partner having life, and love is when you realize that you're probably going to see that person die someday. Love is when you allow someone to be around you all the time because you're so awesome and no one else gets that opportunity, and you allow them to breathe the same air as you, unless they breathe out of their mouth, because no one likes mouth breathers. I'm going to read this one because it's kind of weird. If Eric has 2 bananas and Jim has 3 oranges, how many Syrians does it take to overthrow a tyrannical regime hell-bent on massacring civilians? $11? First of all, what are Eric and Jim doing in Syria? Eric is a Norse name, and it was brought over to Italy by the Danish. They took trays of lasagna with the name Eric just wedged inside of them and fed it to pregnant women, and that's how the name began. And Jim is a forename of James that came from the Hebrew name Jacob. And since no one in Syria, or no one that I know of in Syria, speaks Hebrew or English or Norse or Danish, and I would say that Jim and Eric should take their oranges and bananas elsewhere. Now it's serious talk. A lot of people in Syria are getting massacred by their government because they just want to be able to speak freely, and they want to have more freedoms, and Mr. Bashar doesn't want them to have those freedoms, so he takes out his sniper rifles and his tanks and he shoots all the protesters and civilians, and over thousands have died, and over 250 children have died. So The answer to your question is a lot. Why isn't alchemy covered in current science readings? Well, that depends on if you're talking about Philosopher's Stone and Elixir of Life alchemy, or the proto-science alchemy that makes medicine and things like that. The answer is because math. Actually, I was going to affiliate it with Christianity because people believe that the Philosopher's Stone was given from God to Adam, and that explains longevity of people back then, how they live longer. And I was going to say they didn't have it in schools because it's affiliated with witchcraft, and as you all know, the only religion that is allowed in schools is Christianity, and that's not even like constitutionally correct. You're not supposed to have religion in school because they have Christianity schools, Christian schools already, so don't bring it into a public school. The reason they don't teach about it is because it's affiliated with witchcraft, and they only keep fiction that is demonic out of schools instead of fiction like Christianity. I'm not saying that Christianity is fiction, just saying that what Christians believe in is mostly fiction. It's all fiction. Last question is, how do I stop being nice? Well, just stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Goodbye, my lovelies. Leave me your questions below, or in my email, or on my Facebook.